This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to Old School Barbecue. Hey, guess what? Welcome, Paradise, Louisiana, and a CCA wrap-up. Mr. Sam Hopper. Sam, another successful year, so I'm sure we got a lot of things coming up. We got all our banquets and going up, and I think we're going to have Brad on. We're going to talk a little bit about some things that went on. We've been promising now. For Rod the Bull was a couple months back. We've been having a lot of other videos we're running. We even got a teal report, a little bit of teal report, fishing report, a lot of reports and news programs. So all I can say, stay tuned. We got Sam Hopper here from CCA, and here we are at Old School Barbecue, brought to you by Superior Bait and Tackle.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
New Berkley Fireline Ultra 8. It's rounder, smoother, and 4 times more abrasion resistant than original Fireline. Expect 10% longer casts and superb knot strength.
And you thought Fireline couldn't get any better.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and Pelican Sports TV. That's where we've been doing most of it and almost all our stuff in the last few months. So thanks to Marty and Alan, we're back here this week. We're in good shape, but we're having a hard time getting y'all. Y'all been up to y'all neck. Let's get a wrap up you start off right now and tell us about how successful the store was, and maybe you can mention some of the winners. I don't see you have a paper, but whatever you can do, what you can do off of memory, we appreciate it.
Gary, it was a very good year. It was a record year for the Star Tournament. We're putting the final touches on the leaderboard as we speak, and we feel like it's coming to a wrap. And we've had a lot of big fish weighed in this year. The bank divisions and the kayak divisions were impressive. A lot of 6-pound, 5-pound trout coming in left and right. So it didn't matter if you were on the side of the road, LA1, or if you were in a reef in the middle of Big Lake. There were big fish caught all around.
Good. Offshore. We had a lot more prizes this year offshore. What's some of the surprising things offshore? I'm sure we had some big mangrove snapper, had a good snapper season everywhere. Any of them in your memory right now?
Yeah, we had, I think the leader of the red snapper division's a gentleman in CCA Alexandria, Sinla chapter. He won with a 28-80-pound red snapper. So it was a shootout for the red snapper. I think it was a 28, a 20, and 227s, that first, second, and third. Cobia was a little on the lighter side this year. It was 58, 70, I think, won it.
Yeah.
But like I said, we also, the yellowfin division, which is a newer division that we have, it was the leader in that is Hunter Jofrion out of Baton Rouge with a 150-pound yellowfin tuna. He fought it for, I believe, 7 hours.
How old is that man?
He's 40s. He's Rad's age.
Oh, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
He's 40 years old. Oh, man, fight for 7 hours. See, I can't even watch TV for 7 hours.
He was worn out.
It's amazing.
He said the fish drug him 18 miles.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, and it's amazing. You fight them that long, it looks like something will go wrong. Your line will break, a snap will break, your back will break.
Right.
There's something was got to happen.
All of it.
Congratulations. Well, whatever we get, we'll run the leaderboard. We're going to keep on talking about it now. I look forward to every year. We got the Star Barbecue, the banquet.
Yeah.
Now, tell us a little bit about that and what's the dates? Because
So-
October's here, the election time, a lot going on hunting.
So
Yeah.
the Star Awards banquet's going to be October 19th at the Live Oak Arabian.
That's the Thursday like
yes,
it
sir,
normally is?
Thursday.
Good
Hopefully the
night.
weather holds out for us and it's nice, but
What kind of food we going to have?
that'll be catering Cajun.
Oh, always.
Yeah.
We're good. Tell you what, is there anything else you want to say about the Star? Is there anything y'all planning are going to be different than next year?
Well, it's going to be the Star's 30th anniversary, so we have a few things up our sleeves we're working on, Gary. I can't let you know all the secrets right now, but I can promise we'll probably have a few little different knickknacks, if you will.
Look, I'm from North Louisiana, come down here with all the South Louisiana guys. You did a great job. Thank you.
I appreciate it,
very
Gary.
much. I've said they made a right choice. I've enjoyed
I
it.
hope
I'm glad
so.
you've taken off today to come here and tape too. So
Absolutely.
count on me.
I will.
Even if you need anything, you want to advertise.
I know I can.
You're
Count
so
on you,
much
Gary.
better looking and red, and you're so much younger. I appreciate what you did. So stay tuned. We're more over here at Pelican Studios. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. Brought to you by Superior Bait and Tackle.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Paradise, Louisiana. I'm going to tell you, you got the name right, and anytime you're in Louisiana, you need to be watching Paradise, Louisiana.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and with some more of our CCA report. Red Thrasher, Red.
I'm just the driver today.
You're the driver. No, you're always full of information. And I looked for you. We had our co-met banquet this past week. Packed crowd. But also, as a side note, at 5 o'clock, a little bit earlier than that, Zoe Baptist Church had their men's night and supper with Hank Parker. 275 people there. Jerry Lee, my old good friend, Jerry Lee, they had all kinds. They had boudin, they had barbecue sandwiches, food. It was just unbelievable.
Oh, I've been to Louisiana. I try to go every year and have since about 1999 maybe. I started coming down here red fishing. So I've been red fishing down here about 20 years, maybe 20 trips and maybe 25, 30 trips. I've been several times a year, and I caught my first triple tail about a month ago. So now I'm going to be coming back triple tail fishing. I've got hooked on that. Louisiana is sportsman's paradise. I think that's what you tag it, and Paradise, Louisiana is well said.
From all the people in Central, glad you came here. Glad you see the crowd.
Oh yeah, that's nice. I'm really excited about being here.
There's somebody watching this other place in Louisiana and then in 17 other states. Tell them if they want to book you, how can they get you? You do so much for charities.
My wife Martha does all my booking, and her email address is martha@hankparkerproductions.com.
And it was packed. There's people. We had two vehicles, and Central, the co-met banquet was packed.
So was the New Roads banquet. It was the same night. I was there. But you realize you're talking about an event at a Baptist church, and all you're talking about is the food, right?
No, I'm talking about Baptist church, but they had people giving testimony.
Oh, okay. That too.
You know, I'm sure. But there's a lot of people giving testimony. Y'all CCA banquets, y'all just keep packing them in. I belong to the co-met chapter, and the board members did a tremendous job. So I want to thank them for that. The Central and the Parkview Baptist high school bass teams were there and helping out and serving plates, and the food was outstanding there too. So
always a great event. And like I said, we had one in New Roads the same night, so that's why I didn't get to see you there. I was hanging out with Lauren and Major and all of their crew. So we had a great night as well.
I tell you what, I can't make them all, but y'all do a great job. But look, you were at an event, and in fact, you was one of the main clogs in it. The Ride the Bull last month. We've been telling everybody we use it out. I couldn't be both places. I had the Duck Festival that I had to go there. I'm a former admiral of it, and I had been there last year. There's so many events going on. And Chris, I know you y'all took some pictures, but didn't take as many video we normally do.
We were busy. Chris is
part of the weight team,
the
huh?
best deckhand I've ever had, and so he was on the boat.
Well,
me and
I'm not blaming y'all, but I knew they had some. What were some of the eventful things that happened?
But I will tell you a funny story. Now, Chris started videoing for you and being on my boat, and then it transitioned into him being really handy on a boat. And so I had him, I had the store manager from Academy, and the COO of Big Adventures, Bonafide and kayaks on the boat. And so Chris was working his tail off, and that's why we don't have as much pictures and videos, but we do have some, and Chris Holmes supplemented some. So I'll feed you everything you need.
Chris Holmes is unbelievable. He was on the show a couple weeks ago. We had a conference in Lake Charles, and he was on the boat with me when we were fishing Big Lake. But he's a accomplished fisherman, kayaker himself, and not only being president of the Louisiana Outdoor Writers, him and his wife,
He's a talented writer, a talented fisherman, a great volunteer for Ride the Bull. Look, we couldn't do Ride the Bull without Chris and Vicki Holmes for sure. Yes, as you said, I'm kind of a cog in the wheel or whatever. I think I'm the tournament director. But Chris and Vicki really handle a lot of the back end stuff, and Chris is the sounding board for me to make sure I don't get myself in trouble.
I got it. It's like family now. Buggy and Dodie and Bedside Marina and all their kids from it just hey, I love y'all. They send them a report, and guess what? In October, we're bringing back the ladies rodeo. After all these things have been going on.
Look, it's gonna be a fun weekend. I know we're getting off topic, but ladies' weekend is down in Grand Isle, which is one of the best tournaments of the year that a lot of people don't talk about just because it's in the fall. But Our Lady of Mercy here in Baton Rouge, their school tournament is that weekend too. So there'll be a lot of folks down on the island.
Lady of Mercy, I got a great grandson over there too.
Well, I've got a son there, and that's how I know about it.
Boy, I tell you what, smart boys. Go to them Christian schools. Red, all I can do is thank you. Thank you for always being there for Paradise, Louisiana. Use us when you can, baby. We're doing it. We love promoting Louisiana. Just think all the things we have promoted in the last 20 years. And I'm not patting on my back, but I was going to tell you how filled I am with gratitude that we've been able to participate.
Okay.
I'm talking, you name a tournament, whether it was for autism, St. Jude, whatever there is in there, we've been doing it. And we don't ever talk about it, but when we put those shows on, Wounded Warriors, whatever, the guys are the veterans, guys just came back fighting a war in Afghanistan. When they come and we put it on a show, it just brings a lot of attention to us, and it's heart feeling. Right. It's warm feeling, just like you when you do stuff. When you put them kids on a boat, they never caught a fish, and all the programs y'all got with teaching and coaching, Wish to Fish, I can name them forever. And if you just sit there and you watch these kids, you said, why you patting me on the back? I'm getting all the benefits.
Hey, look, I told Sam the other day, I said, you're about to make the 4 best phone calls you have ever made in your professional career. And it was calling the 4 kid winners. Right. And it is so much fun. So, no, I totally agree. Also, while we're on the topic of Ride the Bull, I want to give a shout out to our winner, Michael Carter, who's a great volunteer of CCA. Winged it. I'm not sure he'd ever even fished it before, but he won it all. So congrats to Michael.
Congratulations, Mike. Thank y'all again, CCA week. Don't forget the banquet one more time.
October 19th at Live Oak at Cedar Lodge on Jefferson Highway in Baton Rouge. Come see all the winners. Enjoy a great meal, music. It's a lot of fun.
Stay tuned. We'll come back with a fishing report, maybe a little short tournament report. They all came in late. We might have to postpone some of them next week. 30-minute show, that's what you got to do. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome back to the fishing report. We got a teal report. We got some tournament reports, but let me try to hurry up and get these out. I mean, guys sitting here waiting on me, but all these things come in at the last minute, but I'm going to try to read them off to as fast as I can now. Far as the tournament that comes in every week, we look for is Southwest Junior Bass Masters, and boy, did they have a rough one down at the pass. In fact, they didn't even have second, third places in some of the tournaments because they didn't have that many fish. But those guys kept it out and stuck it out, so I'm going to give you the winners. First, 15 to 18-year-old Branson Sheridan. He also had big bass. There wasn't no second, third place. And 11 or 14 first was Tyler Boudreaux and big bass. Second was Anthony Tapia. And he had big bass. Now, 7 to 10-year-old Ryder Owens and Beck LeBlanc. Ryder Owens won it. Beck LeBlanc was second. Big bass was Ryder Owens. And the adult Brian Boudreaux was first, second was Randall Richardson, and third was Marty Cox. So thank y'all guys for getting out there and fishing and doing the best y'all can with those kids. That's bass fishing. It believes the conditions were rough. Whatever it was, it wasn't good. Now, also had one in Bayou Lacombe. This come from Chris Bassey. First place was Troy Ladner, second place was John Segers, and third was John Cahill. They sent a few pictures. That's at Bayou Lacombe. So that was it. Now, I'm going to jump real quick. I'm going to give you a quick fishing report, but all the best fishing reports I have right now are still coming from the Slidell, coming from Hopedale. I got a few reports at Delacroix now. I tried to get a teal report from Delacroix. Was all excited. Lily's done took over a bunch of places right now. Mike Ben said he was just surprised it would. A few of them flying wherever they had water area, but they're doing it. Now, I've got reports, teal in the southwest, great reports I heard in a number of places where they had water. Some people up at Catahoula, our good boy Brendan Dubrock and them were fishing hunting private land. Now, you know, at Catahoula right now, is the one to suit. There's a lot of private places. There's not much. There's public land. But the words I got were good. I got some good reports from up north on Highway 61. They had some teal. Ryan Lambert said they killed teal, but he waiting for a little more cool weather. It wasn't like he expected to be a little bit better, but they killed some teal. He was supposed to send pictures. I didn't get it. Hackberry, there was a bunch of good pictures that came from there. And down in the Chaffalaya, Gene Hoover, he also had a lead Delacroix, he was smart enough not to go. Him and Kyle Bourgeois and them, they went down and they got a picture. They had a good teal hunt. The best one yet is coming from Brian Briggs. He had 8 men. He had 8 limits of 6 teal. They had them all there, and he shows them cooking them on the bank. He was with his grandson. That Brian was in there. We had Tyler, Seth, and Brett Briggs. And they all come from the Port Barry area. So that's the teal report. I also got a report coming in from the wildlife from Preston Jay's Olasac. But I don't know if we're going to have time to run it. I'm going to try to get Jason on TV, be our guest real quick, and give us a whole waterfowl report. So the waterfowl leader sent that. He sent the graphs and everything. Chris might try to show it. I don't know if we're going to have time. So with all we had this week, I'm going to cut the fishing report short. Again, I'm going to tell you, Toledo Bend, people catching fish. The water's low in the spillway. There's still people catching few. Sac-a-lay, Old River, you heard last week, catching a few, but they big. And they catch them, fishing them deep. Other places I know right now, I didn't get anything from Lotto, because all my buddies up there right now, they were teal hunting and they fishing Toledo Bend. That's it. Saltwater report, offshore, it's been good and the weather's good. Just keep sending the reports. Island Marina, and go on their website and you see what's going on. And Captain Mike, he's still catching them over there. Mike Brantley, every week you go to Facebook and you look on there. All them captains are going on Facebook. They're not sending them to me, but my emails are so jammed right now. Go check out them, but I promise to bring you a better report next week. Watching Paradise, Louisiana. Here we are, Pelican Sports TV, brought to you by Superior Bait and Tackle.
Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.